mic was better then because it muted his mic. We've just been having some technical difficulties with Richard because he's getting
Am I good
feedback.
now? No.
There's still a little bit of crackling there. So what you might have to do is mute yourself when you're not talking. Does that sound all right? Yeah. Oh, he's turned off his camera as well. You don't have to go completely, Rich. We're going to miss you. He's just gone. Just gone. He's had enough. Right. Well, here we are. Welcome to Free to Talk TV. I'm James. That's Parker. Then Charlotte. Then Richard, who would be back in a bit. So this is our weekly talk about. He sent a little message. He's going to try something apparently in the background. So this is our little weekly talk about everything that's happened in the week. But do you know what? Nothing really hugely massive has happened this week after last week, International Women's Day, a woman getting shouted at by Piers Morgan, and the murder of a woman, really. So it's been a bit quiet since then, hasn't it? Do we all agree with that? It's been all right.
Yeah, I think it's been quite nice, to be honest.
It's been quite nice because nothing properly major has happened. Yeah. So if you are watching, please give us a like, please give us a comment, please join in the conversation. The things we are going to cover today are mainly to do with some work some other young people from our Community Ambassadors Project have produced. We're going to talk about that a little bit, touch on some of the R numbers, but it's mainly, I've planned a little bit of a funny aside, which everybody can join in on, because I've got some sad news. Parker, what is that sad news?
This is my last Free to Talk TV session.
Oh no, it's your last Free to Talk for TV session. Oh, well, we better say hello to Emma. Hello, Emma. How you doing?
Hello.
So it's your last one because to take us through it, Parker. What has been going on? Uni, isn't it?
Uni. I've got other work, so in a couple of months' time, or only in like 1.5 months' time, really. I'm starting another paid position alongside this.
Yeah.
It clashes. I've got uni work up until then. And at the moment, it's coming to the end of my undergraduate degree at uni. And it's getting to the point now where I really need to be focusing on things and trying to cut down on some of the things that I'm already doing.
Yeah. Well, do you know what? It all sounds fair enough, I suppose. But, you know, back in my day, we students, we'd go out partying and we'd still go to work and we'd still do it. You students these days, I tell you what, coronavirus brings everything crashing down and you have to pay for an online course, which just doesn't seem fair, does it?
I know. I was going to say, James, but did you have a global pandemic back in your day?
Do you know what? Back in my day, we had proper global pandemics. None of this COVID-19. I don't know what I had to do the accent there. It just seemed to fit. Right. So Charlotte, what have you been up to this week?
I've not been doing too much, to be honest. I've had a little bit of a relaxing week. I haven't had too much uni work that needs to be done urgently. I've been doing some baking this week. I made a cake today.
Cake?
Just a Victoria sponge. But I mean, you can't find it. It's so yummy. I did a bit of shopping today, did the food shop, you know, just a few little bits. Yeah.
All of the really fun stuff.
All the fun stuff.
All the fun stuff. Richard, have you done anything fun this week?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can. I can hear you. Yeah.
Is it good?
Yeah, there's no crackling.
Okay.
The thing is, you were literally just staring. You were just staring at us there a bit freakily. So what's happened with you this week, Richard?
College and Fortnite new season.
Oh, is that any good?
Yeah, I've enjoyed it.
Yeah.
These past 2 seasons, I haven't. This one I've actually have.
Oh, that's all right then. But I don't think the Fortnite is as good as what we did on Monday with Sea of Thieves, was it? Because on Monday on Free to Talk Gaming, which you can check out on Twitch, we were playing Sea of Thieves, and we were proper pirates for the first time since we played it. And what?
What about Wednesday?
What happened Wednesday? What happened Wednesday? Oh, I'm about to get to that. I was going to say, well, I'll say it now then. And on Wednesday, Free2talk Gaming hit affiliate status. So we've now have 53 followers, which is great. So been streaming a different game this week, No Man's Sky. And loads of people came on because I've never played it before. I had no idea what I was doing because I was just wandering around going, oh, look, an animal. Oh, look, an alien bush. And just stuff like that. But it's been great fun. And Shannon, yes, Monday was excellent. And Loz, happy good week all. Yes, you too. What happened to good old Snakes and Ladders? Well, I tell you what, you can play Snakes and Ladders on a computer, but it just doesn't have the graphics, really. It's a bit too much for most modern computers to run. Right, so as said, we're going to touch on some stuff that community ambassadors have done. Richard is messing around in the background.
I'm trying to get this wire sorted.
Oh, okay. And Chris, No Man's Sky is excellent. Do you know what? I basically finished the tutorial this afternoon with some help from some watchers on the stream, and it is fun. Actually, it's quite fun. More of an Elite Dangerous fan, me and Simon anyway. Right, so we're going to talk about this. This is a lockdown roadmap. Now, this was created by some of our community ambassadors. So I just want to kind of touch on it briefly before we talk about a few other bits and bobs, but something fun as well. So this was created by some young people as part of our community ambassadors scheme. So they looked at the COVID roadmap and went, that's a bit too complicated. Let's simplify it. Have any of you seen this yet at all?
No.
I have.
No.
I saw it in the group chat thing.
Right, excellent. Loz, I'll get to that in a second, actually. Right, so they've worked this out with some nice, simple graphics, some nice bits of art. So step 1A, step 1B, and it's all on one piece of paper, which I think is amazing. Rather than it being on it was 5 different kind of panels, wasn't it, through the government? So Charlotte, because you kind of helped with the young people, why don't you take us through the process of what they did?
Yeah, so basically the young people planned a conference which was broadcast to primary and secondary schools, which basically went through advice about COVID, going back to school and things like that. And as a part of it, they're also doing another conference. It is supposed to be on the 12th of April, but I think we're delaying it because that's the first day back after schools go back after Easter. But we're doing a second conference, and this is part of it, the lockdown roadmap. Which basically goes through the different steps of when things are opening up, when you can meet up with friends and things like that. And it's been a really good project to get involved with, really, because, you can work with the younger people, they can get involved and do a bit of presenting online. We had a few guest speakers as well, a few doctors, a few people from the NHS.
Dr. Itai Mutambike.
Yeah.
Hey, are you impressed by that?
I am. On again for the next one. So
yes, he was actually on the radio a few weeks ago as well.
Was it? What
really
radio
cool.
was he on?
BBC Radio Northampton. Yeah. I just think he's got a cool name.
He knows his stuff as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, he knows loads. Well, I should hope so, being a doctor. But anyway, carry on.
But the next one, so the first one focused on the coronavirus, but I think the second was going to focus a bit more on mental health. And how coronavirus has sort of impacted young people's mental health, and tips and things that we can offer from Free2talk and generally about how to improve your mental health after the whole coronavirus pandemic. So it'll be good. Yeah.
Sounds marvellous. I mean, just a quick touch on the mental health. I'm going to pick on the three of you because you're all young people to me, because you're all in full-time education in some way, shape or form. I mean, what do you think? Can you give us one piece of advice for mental health that you just think has helped you through it all, for young people to take on board?
You go, Parker.
I was just going to say, like, just taking a step back, giving yourself time. So, like, I mean, as much as I enjoy, like, the Free to Talk TV, having to take that step back to be able to manage everything that I'm doing, it's been a hard step to take, but it is a necessary step. So just taking a step back, maybe not dropping things, but putting things on pause that maybe aren't so important, if that makes sense.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I just want to add to that. I mean, I had to do that last year. I took some time off from work and I've come back part-time, you know, because there's a way around it, and I can come back part-time and manage the stuff in my personal life as well as my job, and it's all good. So if you need to do that, you just need to do it. Just don't be afraid to ask for help. Richard, you had your hand up. What did you want to add? Do you want to add something?
I'm hearing echoes again.
Oh, you're hearing echoes again. Well, there's no echoes coming through this side, so I think it's your side.
Maybe try taking your headphones off or something.
Hold on. Richard, have you tried turning it off and on again?
Be right back.
It's actually going to do it. Right, Charlotte, have you got anything to add?
I would agree with Parker. I think you need to take some time for yourself, you know, think about things that are important to you, but also I think, you know, it's important to talk about how you're feeling, especially with friends and family, if you feel comfortable to do that, because, you know, we're all in the same boat, we're all going through it together. And, you know, some people probably feel like they need to let it out a little bit more and talk about it. You know, and not be ashamed to get any help if you do feel like you need it, because that's what the help's there for.
And you can do that. I mean, for young people especially, I mean, you got your parents, there's teachers, there's us as youth workers. So if you don't feel comfortable speaking with one of those sets, there's another set there, you know. That's how we've operated with our youth work before. But I mean, also, don't be afraid to try something new, or access something new, or, you know, if there's something that might help, you can give it a go. And Richard's just put there, technology can suck sometimes. Yes, it can, Richard. Right. So, Lawrence, the local council, I'll get to that just after we've covered this. I think we'll talk about that. So this is the lockdown roadmap that the young people put forward. So we got the first two steps there. It's just really nicely designed and separated out, I think. And they've got the main things on there that really, I think, affects young people. So the 8th of March, schools opening, outdoor after school sports, and 2 people allowed to sit together outdoors. I mean, it's just really nice and simple, isn't it? Should we send our community ambassadors to Parliament? Should we get them to chuck Boris Johnson out by his ear and go, "Oi, Boris, you've spent all this money on this new kind of COVID Brexit thing, which doesn't work. We can do it better."
I think these would be lovely in schools and stuff, wouldn't they? They're so easy, so colourful.
I mean, if anybody, I mean, we have put it out on our social media, and it is through Public Health England. But if anybody that's watching, that, you know, anyone that I know or it's not from Northampton, I mean, I'm going to send it to my sister at her college as well, see if she likes it. It's got wider appeal. Richard, is it echoing for you?
No, I think it's good now.
Yay! Turning off and on again worked. I am an IT genius.
Don't take it for granted.
I won't. So yeah, the 1B, we've got 6 people and 2 households. What I especially like on this bit is you've got a 2.4 children family, and then you've got the grandparents there. I mean, that's a really nice touch, I think. It really, I'm just going to zoom this in a bit more. It really kind of encapsulates what the pandemic has done to families and extended families, isn't it? And Simon, yes, I am an IT expert in your face. So I mean, for all you three, I mean, so because of my personal situation and where my family live, because my family are about 170 miles away, I mean, I haven't seen my family for almost a year, really. The extended family, I don't know about any of you. Did you get a chance to see anybody at Christmas or anything? Because I couldn't go see them, because when I was going to go see them, I got coronavirus over Christmas. So lucky me. Yeah, so have you had a chance to see the extended family?
So my nan, she lives just down the road, but she's in our social bubble, so I see her quite a lot.
That's good.
And then my uncle and my cousin, they live a few, like not far away, so we managed to see them Christmas Day. But I haven't seen any other family apart from that. But it'll be nice to see everyone, hopefully.
Who are you most looking forward to seeing, Richard? Yeah.
You know what? The people, I don't really see much of my family. It's normally just my nan and granddad. And they're part of my social bubble, so it's like I still see them a lot.
Well, do they live near you, Richard? Your nan and granddad?
Yeah.
Yeah. I couldn't quite remember. Yeah, I mean I'm really jealous actually. I mean, my girlfriend and I, we've got her mum in our social bubble because her mum's by herself. But that's about it, really. So I'm just going to go through some of the messages. So my joke about the IT expert, and then my other friend said, "Did someone call for an IT expert?" Yes, we did. Right, so Chris, I love the lockdown roadmap loads better than anything that's come from central government. Thank you, Chris. I shall pass that on. I think it's been brilliantly put together with the young people's input here. So outdoor sport facilities open. So this is like they've picked tennis because it's tennis courts and whatnot, and travel outside local area. Now this is the only contentious thing for me, like travel outside local area, because what counts as local?
Yeah, I don't know. I presume
what
the town you live in, I guess, like Northamptonshire.
Northamptonshire, the county is the whole county local.
I don't know. That's the problem.
It's just a bit weird. I mean, it's a bit like the criticisms of people who have driven like 25 minutes or whatever to go for a walk, and it's like, I mean, I class that as fine if they're going for a walk and they're meeting up just them. I mean,
but like how far away are you allowed to go? Can you go like central London from here? Does that count?
Oh, I don't know. I wouldn't want to go into central London.
Oh, me neither. But I mean, like, would that be all right if you wanted to, or I don't know.
Maybe. I mean, Parker, what do you class as local? This is a local shop for local people. Have no strangers here. 10 points if you know that.
I think it depends on the individual. Like everybody classes local is different. So for me, local is literally uni and town centre. Mm-hmm. That's it, because those are the main areas that I travel to. Anything outside of that for me isn't local because I don't know it very well.
Mm.
Yeah, maybe.
And you don't drive, do you?
No, I don't drive.
So maybe outside of like where you would normally go. So at the moment I'm just going to work and just a few places in my town, but maybe it means outside of where you normally go, I guess. But how far outside can you go? Well,
Is there a line? So if I go to that local line and I get one foot out and put a toe out, suddenly armed police will turn up. Is that what's going to happen?
Forrest is going to come up to you and tell you off.
Give you a slap on the wrist.
What about you, Richard? What do you class as local? What's local for you?
I feel like same with Parker, just anywhere that you know.
Yeah.
I feel like that's just local.
Cool. Does that mean because I've been to Prague and I class that as local, I can get on a plane and go there?
Sure.
What? Where?
Yay! I love how Charlotte has just kind of doesn't give in to my devil's advocate questions anymore. She's like, yeah, sure, just go. Yeah, I don't care, just go. Go, James. Right. Yeah, so that's the March bits done. So I mean, that kind of end of March, I'm excited, most excited, really, just about this being a roadmap. I'm not really that excited about any particular bit. I'm just excited about there finally being a plan in place. Does that make sense?
With
There's
specific
a plan of action.
Yeah.
So step 2. So we've got the 12th of April. Self-care and non-essential retail is open. Now, this for a lot of people, I think, is really, really, really important because it's people's businesses. And despite being able to order certain stuff online, you can't do it for everybody. So this is going to have a huge impact. And I don't know which of the youth workers it is that said this, but it's probably Jenna, Jodie, or Gemma. Haircut.
I was thinking the exact same thing.
I mean, I don't know why no one took up my offer for me to just shave your heads. Really?
I did that before I came back to Northampton.
It's Jodie. Hello, Jodie. Yeah, I'm not. I mean, I've just noticed I shaved my head this morning. I've missed a bit right here somewhere, so I'm not very good at it. But yeah, so haircuts people are most looking forward to. Some of the non-essential retail that I know people are looking for. They're just looking forward to just going into a shop, I think. I mean, because I've got to put it out there, right? Small independent businesses almost all the time above big businesses like Tesco's and whatnot were able to change how they operated to reflect the coronavirus restrictions easier and better because they know their customers direct. Like my friend, he's got a vape shop. I mean, he'd only ever really get 2 people in at once. But he told me the best story when they first had the COVID police. So he's got a screen on the counter, he's got the marks on the floor, all that kind of stuff. There was 2 people in there, and these COVID police type guys with the reflective tops and stuff came in and shouted, "Keep your distance," and shouted at everyone. And he's like, "Get out of my shop! You've taken it over 2 people." Which I love. So there we go. Right, so then we've got indoor leisure and gyms open. This is also just as important for a lot of people. Because I started going to the gym just before coronavirus kind of kicked in. I hadn't been to the gym for a while, just by myself. You put the headphones on, you know what you're going to do. I was going 3 times a week, just as I was easing myself in, and then I actually really miss it.
I'm the same.
As soon as I'm able, I'll be going back. And a caravan. So basically, self-contained holidays. So basically, as of the 12th of April, the roads are just going to be full of caravans. There's going to be caravans as far as the eye can see. But this is also, I think this is good. People having the ability to get out of their local area, even if it's just going to a campsite. I think that will do worlds of good for people's mental health. Because I've got a caravan. It needs some work doing to it, but I've got a caravan. Yeah,
Where have you been in?
I'm like a 70-year-old man. I've got my caravan. I'll drag it around with my tractor. I don't know why I'm doing the accents. Maybe I need to practice these accents a bit more. Right, and then on the 17th of May, so further guidance around mixing outdoors to be issued and 6 people inside, and overnight stays allowed. And yes, I am an old man, but I'm younger than you, Simon. So overnight stays allowed. Now, this bit and all restrictions lifted. I love the little party atmosphere and the plane there. But yeah, I think it's a really good roadmap being put together by young people. I love the fact they've even got this little asterisk at the earliest date, so people can't shout at them and go, "You told us this." But I think it's been really, really well done, and the young people that worked on it should be really congratulated.
I love
it.
it.
If anyone's watching, and want a copy, we've got PDF copies, A3, like printable. If you want to put them up and around, anyone from schools or other unis or anything like that. I mean, as I said, I'm going to send one to my sister, see if it's any good for her, and just get it shouted around to her college, and we'll just celebrate it, I think, together. So yeah. So which of these steps, okay, are each of you most excited about, do you reckon? Parker, which one are you most excited about?
I'm most excited about meeting people.
Meeting people? What, outdoor people, or just like mixing outdoors to be issued for more people?
Yeah,
or just
the mixing outdoors. Well, yeah, just generally, like, you know, not seeing people. I've sort of really got my head down, sort of really getting on with my work and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I've almost forgotten that I have friends. Like, you don't see them. Like, and it's different when you're a uni student, because, you know, I spent so long at home, and yeah, it's just like you don't see them. You don't get the social aspect of it. And I talk to other students and other people who are in the same boat as me, going, like, it's almost just become a norm, the way that we're not seeing anybody, the way that we're not meeting up with people the way that we used to.
Yeah.
So it would just be good, I think, not only for me, but for everybody, just to be able to go out and meet people, whether it's outside or not.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I think, just seeing someone, I think everybody is excited about that. I think for a lot of people, this kind of digital isn't enough, is it? For some people, it works really well. For some people, it doesn't. I mean, we've got to put that caveat in there. But yeah. Charlotte, what about you?
I think, is it step 3? Would you be able to just go down a bit?
Of course, I can.
Yeah, step 3, the mixing inside. Mixing out source issues. 6 people inside, yeah. Because I've got a lot of friends from school who are in university at Nottingham, and I haven't been able to see them for like over a year. So it would be really nice to see them. Just sort of, whether it's inside or outside.
Yeah, are we considering pub gardens? Is that what you're talking about? Because
pub gardens, even just like going to their house and like sitting outside, or just anything.
I mean, I don't even want to drink. I just want to go to a pub garden because it's like homely in the sun. This is why we still need to plan. Eventually, once we're all able to see each other for real, like a meetup of all the students that have helped with Free to Talk. I think over the last year. What about you, Richard?
When does the cinemas open? I don't know what step. I think it's step 4.
Oh.
Step 4,
probably all restrictions lifted. Yeah,
probably step 4 then.
So you want the cinemas to open? That's fair enough.
Yes.
You just want to see a film.
No, I'm with a group chat with loads of friends, and as soon as restrictions up, we're going to be hanging out. I probably have to have a week off because most likely we'll be hanging out with them.
You have to go into isolation afterwards. Right. I'm just excited really about the whole thing, to be honest, and how well put together it's been done by the young people. So yeah, they need a pat on the back for that work and everything they've done. And Chris, soon every garden can be a pub garden. Yes, every garden's a pub garden. Yay! But if anyone else is excited about a certain thing they saw on that roadmap, please let us know in the chat. With regards to youth work, we are still continuing with the guidance. So we are doing detached work at the moment. The weather is getting better, so we are seeing a few more young people out and about. But yeah, youth clubs actually being open as indoor space will be following all that guidance as well. But luckily the weather's getting better, so we can probably just go out and kick football. But for some of us, we'll still have to keep socially distanced. So Nikki has said we can add cinemas to later social posts. Okay, then, great idea. I like that. So on that note, with those step-by-steps, I've got. So in Northampton, I'll just put this up. So Northampton should total near 280,000 as vaccine experts confirm COVID jabs are safe. So this part of the news is the AstraZeneca vaccine, causing blood clots. Very, very rare cases. European countries have investigated it and said it's completely safe. Experts have said it's completely safe. So we've hit 280,000 people vaccinated with the first dose in this county. And I'll share it with everybody. I had my vaccine yesterday because of my personal circumstances, so I was valid for it. And I was saying this to Charlotte earlier. It feels like loads of boys from school have come across and punched me in the arm and given me a dead arm. That's what it feels like. It feels like I've been bullied. So yeah, there's nothing much to it at all. So Jodie said, I got my jab tomorrow. You think they have your date of birth wrong? Well, do you know what? I thought someone had stolen my identity yesterday because I gave my name, James Shepherd, gave my date of birth, and they went, "What's your address?" And I told them my address, and they went, "Oh, something's wrong here." And we investigated it, and apparently I was from Yorkshire, right? Yeah. So she spelt my surname Shepherd. It's spelt in a very particular way. But there was someone called James Shepherd who was born on the exact same day in the same year as me, but with the surname Shepherd just spelt a bit differently, and he's from Yorkshire.
That's crazy.
So it just reminded me of a time there was a Facebook post on a news article, and I was scrolling through this news article, and someone called James Shepherd spelt exactly my name, commented on it. So I just commented on what he said, going, "This is weird." I was about to comment something similar, and then someone else called James Shepherd spelled exactly the same, went, "Me too," and I'm like, "Ah!"
Maybe you've got lost twins or something.
Maybe it was a bit weird.
An army of James Shepherds out there.
Yes, that's a great idea. Jodie, I was not insinuating you are old at all. Just that they got mine wrong. So we've hit that nice threshold. It's still ongoing. We're still going in the right direction. My side effects have been a bit achy. That's about it. So I don't think we've got anything really to worry about. The only news, unfortunate news, is still at the moment they're still not planning to vaccinate anyone under 18. There is news of there being shortages of the vaccine, but there's nothing really major at the moment. We still seem to be going in the right direction, so do not worry. So Lawrence, if you're still there, so you said about the local council will muck about the splitting the county and what will it mean for you in particular of youth support. So at this moment, I haven't been told that it's going to affect what we deliver, but Jodie, who's on, she's one of the directors, she might be able to add to that. I don't think it's going to affect what we do with how the council is being changed. Apart from we might be able to complain to more people about them not giving us enough money. I don't know. Or less people. Who knows? So yeah, I mean, if Jodie wants to give us a little answer, that'd be cool before we go into our next bit. Now, the R rate has been reported to have been increasing. Was it from 0.6 to between 0.8 or something? Parker, was that what you saw?
Is that any
Yeah, so it's increased slightly to between 0.6 and 0.9 for the UK. But they estimate it was between 0.6 and 0.8. But that coincides with all the schools reopening.
Yes, as we sort of hit these milestones and open things up a bit more, you've got to expect numbers in the R rate to go up.
Yeah, definitely.
You can't expect it to either stay the same or get lower when you're lifting restrictions and more people are mixing, sort of thing, can you?
Yeah, no, it was a bit like when Donald Trump wanted to stop the rate of coronavirus infections going up by stopping testing. Oh, how I missed you, Trump. Not. Yeah, so it's a bit like that. So we would expect, I mean, it's been a very small increase, to be honest, with the schools and colleges and unis going back. So yeah. I personally don't really think there's anything too much to worry about. Right, now, because this is technically Parker's last Free to Talk TV, but also Charlotte, we're unsure about what's happening with you as one of our volunteers.
So I'm going to hopefully continue with Free to Talk TV and things like that. But my placement finishes sort of next week. So I won't officially be on my placement anymore. But hopefully I will carry on doing some volunteer work with Free to Talk.
Do you like us that much that you want to volunteer with us?
You're all right.
Yay!
You'll miss us too much.
Exactly.
And I'm just here.
And you're Richard, you're our youth correspondent, remember? You're like the glue that holds us all together. Because remember, you're a legend.
Yes, I am.
Youth work.
You're the legend that was helping with the Twitch channel, went, I could do that, and then hit affiliate before we did.
I haven't hit affiliate yet.
Oh, you got more followers than we did. Which is fine. Right, so because it's Parker's last Free to Talk TV, Jodie's like, amazing news, Charlotte. We are so pleased. Yay! It had nothing to do with me bribing her with a Cadbury's cream egg. It's in the post. Right. So the thing I wanted to kind of talk about a bit was something fun. Okay. And it's because I saw an article that a friend of mine shared, which it just made me giggle. And because it's Parker's last Free to Talk TV, I thought we would have a little bit of a fun debate where anybody watching can join in. But I haven't told anyone what it is. So, in TMZ, right, which is a random thing, so they surveyed 2,000 UK adults which celebrity would be the best suited to defend planet Earth from alien invasion. Okay. And Arnold Schwarzenegger was voted number 1.
Okay.
Oh. Now, Will Smith was voted number 2, I think. And yeah, so Bruce Willis, Tom Cruise, Sir David Attenborough was in there as a bit of a real curveball. Sir David Attenborough. So with that in thought, I want us each to choose a real person or a made-up fictional person that we think would be the best at defending planet Earth from alien invasion. Okay.
Can I do?
Does anybody? What you want to do? You want to do a real person and a fictional person?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Richard, go. Start it. Go, Richard.
I feel like The Rock can just take anyone on.
The Rock as the wrestler, or The Rock as in Dwayne Johnson, so the real person.
Both. The both are good at each other.
Yeah. Okay. So why would The Rock be the best at defending planet Earth from alien invasion?
He's The Rock.
Come on, there's got to be something else to The Rock to make him. Really
He's probably one of the strongest men I know.
Okay.
Not personally, but no.
Yeah. The world's strongest man might disagree with you there. The Mountain from Game of Thrones. He finally won World's Strongest Man last couple of years ago, didn't he? So what special skills does The Rock bring to fighting aliens?
The rock bottom.
The rock bottom. Okay. He can do the people's elbow. So you're just going through his special moves. He can also make his boobs dance, can't he? His pecs go up and down, which he could use to hypnotize the aliens to distract them before he gives them the people's elbow. Yeah,
that's a good idea.
Yeah. Okay. Right. So that works. Now, but now, why would Dwayne Johnson be the best at defending planet Earth from aliens?
Have you seen his movies? It's just The Rock.
I think what Richard is getting at is that have you seen The Rock? No explanation is needed other than The Rock.
I mean, I am a fan of The Rock and, well, Dwayne Johnson generally. I think he's a very charismatic actor. He just knows his place, really, with what he's doing, and he's really grown. And The Rock, The Rock was one of the best wrestlers ever, in my opinion, for entertainment value. But I do worry that the world is not ready for Dwayne Johnson, because there have been hints that he might eventually run to be president of the United States, which I think is amazing. But yeah, I think he needs to move in some political spheres before he's ready to deal with the aliens, because they might be a bit sneaky.
Yeah.
Or the alien invasion might have already started. Those giant orange aliens with no hair might. It's Trump. Right, Charlotte, what do you think?
I've got a fictional character. I watched The Incredibles the other week, and I think Mr. Incredible would be amazing. He's really strong, isn't he? And in the film, he's sort of like he can like lift trains and throw massive robots and stuff. So I think he could use his physical strength along with his family, obviously.
Yeah, the family are there to support him.
I mean, I think the whole family would be able to take them all down, to be honest. All their skills.
Well, I mean, I think we could allow the Incredibles as a whole, really, to defend, not just Mr. Incredible. Yeah.
Oh, if we do that, then the Avengers.
Well, I
if
prefer,
you're doing that, then.
Well, I prefer the Incredibles. Yeah,
the Incredibles, they're a family, aren't they? They're blood related. I think they've got
and the baby is pretty powerful, really, isn't it?
Exactly.
Isn't he?
I didn't realise there was a second Incredibles film, though. I need to watch that.
Yeah, there is.
It came out in 2018. Didn't even know it was a thing.
Yeah, I don't think I've watched it. I mean, The Incredibles for me was the light-hearted fun. So
I loved it.
Right. So Mr. Incredible, because he's strong, but we heard the Incredibles film. All of the issues with the Incredibles was how much property destruction they caused. So would we trust Mr. Incredible to not to destroy the planet as he fights off aliens?
Yes, because throughout the film he accomplished all of the things he needed to do. He saved the city. So I think he's fine. I think he's a cracking choice. And then his family can be a little sidekick or whatever. So
okay, all right. Well, there you are. So, but if anybody else wants to add their 2 pence to the argument about which fictional character or real person they think would be very good at fighting aliens, please let us know. I should point out that ex-president Donald Trump was number 8 on the list.
I saw that. What's he going to do? Nothing.
He'll just, I don't know, he'll say something.
I think anyway, Donald Trump will do the exact same thing he did while president, and the aliens will be like, let's get out of here. I can't deal with this man.
They'll look at him and be like, nah, let's get out.
Yeah. This world is already buggered.
If he does the same with the aliens as what he did with the testing, like with the testing, he went, oh, we just won't test people so the R rate won't go up. But like with the aliens, if he just pretend they weren't there.
Yeah, just ignore
and not deal with them. Because then it's not real.
You think they'd get bored and go away? Is that what we're saying? So I'm just going to touch on some other ones. So Harrison Ford was said to be a good one. Sigourney Weaver, who is one of the only women on the list.
I don't know who that is.
Sigourney Weaver played Ripley in Alien and stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah, so she's a very, very, very good actress, very powerful woman. And Prime Minister Boris Johnson was voted number 12, which the fact he's even on the list is laughable.
I can't defend that. Yeah,
I mean, no, I don't think anybody can defend that. But there's also, I don't know who they've asked. They've obviously asked people that really like Donald Trump and hate President Biden, the new president, because he was number 19. But
what about though the Doctor from Doctor Who?
So
this is going to be your one then, Parker.
He's fighting aliens. Well,
which Doctor are you going to have? Who?
Matt Smith, because I'm sorry, Matt Smith is the best Doctor.
And a Northamptonian.
Yeah. So...
And I know his mum.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know his mum. I don't know him. I know his mum.
She nice?
I'm not cool. Yeah, she was right. Yeah, I just didn't know through work really. So yeah, she was fine. So I didn't know what happened with her and how excited she would have been once Matt Smith was announced as the Doctor. But I'm pretty sure she would have shouted the house down. Going, So Parker, sorry, carry on. So Matt Smith, the Doctor, would be the best at defending planet Earth. You're saying?
Yeah, I mean, fights aliens all the time. So
True.
Favorite planet is the Earth. So all companions are from Earth.
Mm-hmm.
So
Apart from K9.
well, yeah, most of companions. But like, you know, it's a specialty.
I've just been geeky finickety there.
It's a specialty, you know.
Well, do you know what? Yeah, okay, I can go with the Doctor.
I think it's a solid choice.
But defending planet Earth from aliens, I would hope that once you've defended planet Earth from those aliens, they don't come back. And as we've seen since the 60s with the Doctor, aliens just keep coming back all the time. I mean, he's not doing it properly, is he? If they're always coming back.
It's almost an attack on the Doctor, though. They know that his favourite planet is the Earth. They know that, like, he has a lot to do with stuff that happens on Earth. So they target the Earth to target the Doctor. They know if they want to get the Doctor's attention, just attack Earth.
Right, okay. Simple as I like it. Right, so my choice is probably a lot simpler than that. Because I'm gonna choose Grumpy Cat. So I know it seems a bit like a curveball, but Grumpy Cat. Now, Grumpy Cat is unfortunately died a couple of years ago.
Right.
Or did they? Maybe they're still currently defending the planet. But my argument for Grumpy Cat being the best at defending planet Earth is because Grumpy Cat is, on all the memes and pictures, it's just really cute. And even aliens would not be able to like look at the pictures of Grumpy Cat and not go, "Aw." That's what I reckon.
What physical fighting skills does it have?
Well,
all our choices can do something.
I wouldn't fight with Grumpy Cat because he looks so grumpy. It looks like he's going to bite my head off.
Oh, that's an interesting choice, James.
Well, you know, I'm going to bring up a picture now. So let me just.
But what if they start attacking Grumpy Cat? What's it going to do then? Just be really grumpy?
Just be really grumpy with them. Be really grumpy with them.
Maybe it has laser eyes or something.
This Grumpy Cat looks like it's got laser eyes, to be honest.
Yeah.
I just look at that and go, that is who I want to defend the planet.
What if aliens don't have any emotions and they don't really care about that sort of thing? They just want to kill.
Grumpy Cat will go and fight them off.
So he would fight them off.
Or Grumpy Cat would fire laser beams out of his eyes.
Okay.
I know there's flaws in my argument. Maybe
what
a few flaws.
Well, like you said, Grumpy Cat's already dead. So.
Or is Grumpy Cat already dead? Or is Grumpy Cat
defending the Earth?
Maybe he's trying to keep the aliens off for now.
It's a cover-up. It's a cover-up. I tell you, it's a cover-up. There's a conspiracy that Grumpy Cat is actually a clone of an army of cats that is used to defend planet Earth, but is kept in secret.
Okay, so he's defending it right now.
Yeah, right now from alien invasion.
That makes him a bit better of a choice, I guess.
And that's what I want to believe. Right, with that bombshell of Grumpy Cat, I think we'll do a little wrap up. We've had a bit of fun, talked about loads of stuff that can defend planet Earth. But what we haven't really worked out is if we combine The Rock, Matt Smith as the Doctor, The Incredibles, and Grumpy Cat as a super team.
I think
no one had a choice.
Yeah. No.
Move over, Avengers.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Let's make a film about all that.
That is one good film that I would.
That would be a great film. Right, I know. I'm gonna start. I'll start writing it and send it to Netflix because they'll make anything. Right, so I think it's that time where we talk about our nice things that have happened to us this week. So who wants to go first? Richard?
No.
Okay, Parker.
Oh,
Sorry, I can't. I'm not choosing Charlotte because she's diagonal to me. You see, so it's easier if I go round.
I've been getting some uni work done.
That's always
It's
Oh,
about as
wow.
amazing as my life gets at the moment.
Something
But I
else
think-
surely happened.
I think Free to Talk TV has been amazing.
Oh,
It's been an experience of a lifetime. I love it, and I'd come on again. And I love you all. I love all the viewers. You know.
All right. I'll talk to the bosses, see if we can send you some Cadbury's cream eggs as well. Okay.
I think it deserves.
Yeah, definitely deserved. I've just remembered I've got a Cadbury's cream egg to eat. Yes. Anyway, I think that's lovely that this has been the highlight of your week. But please. I mean, I'm going to leave you on the WhatsApp group if you want, and you can still see us pestering each other. Because I'm going to add AO to it because AO is going to be joining us next week, hopefully. Excuse me. Charlotte.
Yeah.
What fun and cool things happened to you this week?
Just had some time to relax, really. Haven't done anything too crazy. I've got a bit of uni work done. Been able to catch up on a bit of TV, do a bit of baking.
What are you watching on TV?
I've just been watching.
So we can judge you.
Unsolved Mysteries, and there's a series of Unsolved Mysteries on Netflix. So there's two. I've just been working my way through them. I love a little bit of an unsolved.
But do you ever think if you were like a detective or something on that case that you would be able to solve it?
Yeah.
Hopefully.
I mean, but it's a bit like the old program Murder She Wrote, where you know she was a crime author, and everywhere she went, someone died, and nobody ever went, "Hold on a second,
you've got to be the murderer."
She is the greatest serial killer the world has ever seen. Or Midsummer Murders. Midsummer Murders is a nice one. You know, because how is there anyone left there? They're all dead. I think also I can't remember if it's Emmerdale or EastEnders. One of them has got the most deaths per capita, effectively, in the soap world. Yeah, like loads of people. Really
dead, left, right, and centre.
Yeah, done. Right, Richard, what have you been up to? What fun things happened with you?
I feel like the best moment would have to be seeing my friend again in over a year at college. Final day of the meet up with him. Really good moment.
Oh, isn't Richard cute? Bless him. Well, that's really cool.
I don't think anything else can beat that because I've still spoken to him every day since the lockdown. It's just like you said before, it's not the same just seeing them through video call and texting them from seeing them in person.
Yeah. So, it's really good. I'm really glad that everyone's able to, I mean, especially for you young people like in education, like you're able to actually get back to school and some kind of normality almost. I mean, my little brother, I mean, he's still doing the 2 tests a week rather, and going back and forth, and yeah, he's a professional at shoving it up his nose basically at the moment, like the thing. He's like the COVID swab. I've
taken so many tests, but the COVID test is the worst I think I've taken. I hate
horrible, aren't they?
I was trying to convince the other youth workers to video themselves doing it for the gag and stuff, just so I could make a compilation video of it all. But no one really took me up on it. I just thought it'd be funny.
I just cry. That's all I do. I cry while I'm doing it.
Oh, it's so horrible.
I know. Tuesday when I had it, I didn't cry because I don't think I did it all the way as far as I should have, and but I still got the result. But today I did cry because I think I went a bit too high up, and I was like, "Oh, shit. So this is what it's like."
Bless you.
It seems so unnatural, doesn't it? It's horrible.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's also I think for lots of people they've only just learned what their tonsils are, aren't they? People, I think you said, Richard. I know a few people, a few of my friends are like, Oh, that's what your tonsils are. So it's been helpful for medical science. Right, so I've got 3 things.
3?
Is that allowed? 3 cool things this
Go
week.
on then.
So
I think
the
that's a
first
record.
one, it is. Yeah, I think it's a good record. So the first one was on our Twitch channel on Monday. Free to Talk Gaming on Twitch. We did our first ever pirating of pirates, where we went to attack this fort, and these other players had already completed it, and we sunk their ship and stole their loot. And I was so excited about
the best damn moment ever.
It was like we were like, aha! We're like proper pirates where we just appear out of nowhere and go, ah, it's our loot now. Ah! And yeah, it was really good. The second thing also related to Free to Talk Gaming is obviously we hit affiliate status on Wednesday. Because I was streaming some No Man's Sky on Wednesday and today, and it's got a lot of good feedback, like people watching it. So I definitely think it's something to stick to. But the third one is related to. Does everyone remember the GameStop incident through Reddit? Does everyone remember that at all? No.
Yeah.
So the GameStop incident was where a hedge fund were betting money on GameStop basically going defunct, and loads of individuals on Reddit organized themselves to buy stocks and shares in GameStop to basically make this massive multi-billion dollar crooked business lose loads of money, which I think is great. And do you know what those individuals have done? They've invested that money to save gorillas.
Oh.
All right.
So I think this is the best. I mean, I'm not going to be too rude with some of the names they've given themselves, but they were naming themselves on Reddit as basically swear word you hedge funds and all this kind of stuff. And yeah, they've given loads of money to save gorillas, but elephants, pangolins, sea turtles, everything. Yeah, so they've done this whole adoption process to adopt these endangered animals. And for me, it's a proper fist bump moment of yes, in your face, multi-billion-pound crooked businesses that run by capitalism.
That's we have. Nice thing to do.
I think it's brilliant. So yeah, I think it's great. That's my feel good stuff for this week. And yes, the GameStop action, Jodie, is amazing. It is a real highlight, I think, for a lot of stuff, showing that little people cannot be kept down, and we will fight back. And just like the Les Mis song, does anyone know the Les Mis musical?
No? I know.
There's a song in it called "Little People." And a few of the lines, and you may laugh at us because we are small, but we come back bigger and stronger afterwards. So there you go. That's the advice I give young people. Do not be put down. Rise up, despite that our efforts to be able to protest have been taken away. But I thought that was a bit too deep for this week. So yeah, we'll end there. But thank you very much for joining, Parker. It's been a pleasure having you on. Can't wait to when you come back. After your break, if you want to come back and see us,
yes, of course.
You want to come back and see us?
I will, but again, I have to see. Depends what I got on and stuff. But yeah, I hope you come back.
How about if I get close to the camera with like puppy dog eyes?
No, that won't work. No, that won't work.
That definitely worked. Thank you, Charlotte. So we'll have a conversation next week. Anyway, Charlotte, about you staying on because of the bribery of Cadbury's cream eggs, which now everyone's going to want. But Richard, I shall see you Monday, where we will see if we out pirate some pirates yet again. So please follow us on Facebook for our Free to Talk TV, or follow us on Twitch, Free to Talk Gaming, and come help us out. All right. Thank you, everyone. Say bye to the stream.
Bye.
Bye, stream.